Carol, tell me a little bit what y'all were talking to the county commissioners about today.
Okay, we were talking about alternative space for the county museum and the commission offices, exhibit space, because of the complications of Hurricane Ike. And unfortunately, the historic building, the Moody Bank building that we were in, received a lot of damage, but it had a lot of problems before the storm. So we faced some real complicated issues. And Brian Maxwell came up with the plan that we need to give us alternative space for offices, and it sort of grew into talking to the Railroad Museum and actually working with the Railroad Museum to try some recovery for history and tourism in Galveston.
So, and while nothing's been done yet, Ralph, this is just kind of an initial plan. It sounds like the idea is to form a new partnership that would expand beyond to bring two of the bigger attractions, the Historical Museum and the Railroad Museum, together in one location at Trinity Plaza, right?
It would be a win-win situation for both organizations, and it'll benefit Galveston too, because it would enhance the downtown area and make it
and
more
strand
accessible.
recovery. I mean, we're looking at the historic Strand area, and we're looking at the tourists just hunting for something to do while they're there, and it's been so sad. I mean, it really has been.
And I guess a big part of, like you said, the tourism for foot traffic and
Yes.
to being folks down there. What would happen then under this proposal if this were to happen to the old City Bank building down there?
I'm not sure. That's pretty much in Commissioner's Court's hand. There was there's been a reverter clause in that deed from the beginning that it reverts back to the Mary Moody Northern Foundation if it's not used as a county museum.
How much damage did the building suffer from the hurricane? None of the displays were really damaged,
No, the
right?
artifacts were all on what would basically have been the second floor, but they had a basement floor.
Right.
The water came up into the ceiling of the basement, into the floor of the first floor. So we lost everything, all the equipment that was down it was exhibit equipment, saws, everything that you would use to build, exhibits, supplies, so on and so forth. All of our artifacts were above that ground level, thank goodness. So we did not lose artifacts.
So to get a new location, you'd be able to move everything over with almost seamlessly, right?
Yes.
Just a matter of replacing the equipment now.
Right.
The electrical,
And
the
exhibits.
the air conditioning and stuff.
Yeah. We were actually looking at new exhibit plans. We were working with an exhibit designer prior to the storm, so nothing had been done yet. So we're pretty much where we were. It's just the building. We really hate losing that building because it isn't just a wonderful historic building.
Right.
I mean, anybody that's been in that building loves it. But we also know that, it could have a lot better use. And we just hope that the Mary Moody Northern Foundation will look at that building as they always have in the past, as far as just being a historic treasure for the city of Galveston.
Best case scenario, what's your hopes of when this can all happen?
Tomorrow?
Yes.
Tomorrow would be fine.
Ralph has been working very hard getting our offices moved. Jody and Jennifer, the director and curator, have been working every day since the storm, since they were allowed to come back in with no electricity, no air conditioning, no climate control. And so they've really been the ones to suffer all of the really heartache and the trauma of this storm.
Yeah.
But all of the offices are in the process of being moved at this time.
Gotcha.